हे गाइस, वेलकम टू माय वीडियो इंटरव्यू। एंड मेरे साथ हैं करण तौरानी एक बार फिर से, जो कि हैं सीनियर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इलारा कैपिटल के। एंड आज हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं यशराज फिल्म्स का जो नया उनका एक ऑफरिंग होने वाला है। दे गोइंग टू एंटर द ओटीटी स्पेस एंड दैट्स अ बिग न्यूज। करण, वेलकम।
Hi, Preeti. Thank you so much.
हेलो।
Tell me.
So do you think it's big news कि YRF films are now entering into OTT space?
Yeah, so I think it is big news, but no surprises because YRF is the only studio in the country today. YRF बहुत बड़ी studio है country में since so many years. One of the production houses which operates at a very large scale, produces multiple number of films. उन्होंने music business में भी अपनी entry की थी when they started YRF Music. So right from content production to direction to music and now into OTT. So I think it's an extension of the business which they have. उनका ओवरसीज बिजनेस बहुत स्ट्रांग है in terms of overseas film distribution. So as I said, they're an end-to-end offering, one of the largest studios, one of the oldest studios. So it makes all the possible sense, to enter this space right now. And अगर आप hit ratio की बात करें, I think YRF is one of the only production house which has a very high hit percentage in terms of number of films made, right? And वो basically होता है because उनकी creativity aspect है, business में इतने सालों से है. Yashi was so senior himself as a director and a producer. Adi has kind of, replicated that success. So I think things are heading in the right direction, and there's no surprise because they want to really scale up as a large production house.
Okay, but do you think that they are late to join the party? The OTT
Yeah, definitely.
party?
I think, I think they are late, if you would say so. I think ऐसी announcement अगर 5 साल पहले आती तो थोड़ा बेहतर ही होता because they would have been able to tap the customer. अब क्या है कि market जो है structure के सब बात करें तो penetration काफी हो चुका है वीडियो का OTT का स्मार्टफोन का. 4G was launched almost about 6 years back. Pricing has become cheap, and now the market is very fragmented. Now we have got close to 55 plus OTTs in the country. अगर आप ग्लोबली की बात करें तो इफ यू लुक एट यूके यूएस कोई भी कंट्री आप देख लो, कहीं पे भी 7 या 8 ओटीटी के ऊपर ज्यादा है नहीं. अगर आप छोटे ओटीटीज भी डालो तो भी 10 होते हैं. तो आई थिंक इंडिया दैट वे इज एट अ क्रक्स वेयरइन दे हैव अ ह्यूज नंबर ऑफ ओटीटी, सो द कंपटीशन इज वेरी हाई.
अच्छा.
और ये कंपटीशन से एक बड़ी चीज ये होती है कि जितना कंपटीशन होता है उतना आपको compete करना पड़ता है. तो compete करने के लिए आपकी जो कॉस्ट होती है वो भी हाई हो जाती है. जैसे कि अगर कंपटीशन में अगर 2 या 3 प्लेयर ही है, ओके, सो maybe they will not spend that much into various things, content cost, customer acquisition, उतना ज्यादा खर्चा नहीं करेंगे. But because the competition is so intense, yeah, I think a lot of money will go into marketing spends, a lot of money go in terms of getting customers on board, and content cost तो बढ़ते ही जा रही है. मतलब I don't know if you're aware, अभी एक वेब सीरीज अगर बनती है तो वेब सीरीज इज इक्वल टू अ लार्ज प्रोडक्शन इन टर्म्स ऑफ फिल्म बजट, राइट? सो अगर आप लास्ट फिल्म्स की बात करें, लास्ट फिल्म का प्रोडक्शन बजट होता है कुछ 100-120 करोड़ के बीच में. आजकल अगर हम वेब सीरीज की बात करें, वेब सीरीज आर बीइंग मेड फॉर 3.5 करोड़ पर एपिसोड. और अगर 20 या 25 एपिसोड की एक वेब सीरीज होती है तो जनरली 70-80 करोड़ कॉस्ट वहीं पे हो जाता है. सो आई थिंक the scale has increased massively. Abhi web series is not like a digital content only. It is a large scale piece of content which is used for mass viewing, not only in India but across the world. तो वेब सीरीज में एक बहुत अच्छा एडवांटेज ये होता है कि अगर आप कॉस्ट ज्यादा डाल रहे हो उसके अंदर, यू हैव एन एडवांटेज बिकॉज आप एसेट स्वेटिंग कर सकते हो. तो अगर आप हिंदी फिल्म जैसे कि बना रहे हो उसमें 90% ऑडियंस आपका इंडिया बेस्ड होएगा, बट वेब सीरीज में ऐसा नहीं होता. वेब सीरीज इज फॉर ग्लोबल रीच. या
कारण आपको लगता है कि दिस इज वन ऑफ द रीजंस, प्राइम रीजन, सिंस इतना ग्रोथ है, मैसिव ग्रोथ है, और आने वाले टाइम में भी, हमने जो पहले भी बात करी थी, आने वाले टाइम में भी होने वाला. डू यू थिंक दैट दिस इज वन ऑफ द प्राइम रीजंस व्हाई वाईआरएफ इज टैपिंग इनटू द ग्रोथ नाउ एंड नॉट प्रीवियसली? मतलब दे वेटिंग एंड वाचिंग, और व्हाट वाज द स्ट्रेटजी अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
I think maybe they were trying to understand the customer behavior. Maybe समझ रहे थे कि कौन सा content customer consume करता है, कौन से genres OTT पे चलते हैं. So maybe now it is a safer haven for them to come in because they have data of the last 5-6 years कि consumption patterns कहाँ पे हुआ है. Secondly, I think Yashraj has been the pioneer when it comes to making large scale projects. If you look at the Hindi film industry, they did some really large projects. right? So I think the similar will fall on web series and OTT as well. I think they use that same expertise, that same talent to create large scale web series. Because अगर आप इंडिया की बात करें, आई थिंक होम ग्रोन वेब सीरीज की अगर हम बात करें इंडिया में, तो वो बहुत कम है. जैसे कि ग्लोबली बहुत सारे हैं, लाइक मनी हाइस्ट हो गया, सूट्स हो गया, फ्रेंड्स हो गया, बहुत सारे. बट इंडिया में यू कैन काउंट दीज वेब सीरीज ऑन योर फिंगर्स कि कौन से लार्ज स्केल वेब सीरीज जो सक्सेसफुल हुए हैं. वो हो गया सीक्रेट गेम्स या स्कैम या मिर्जापुर. देयर आर 5 or 6 which you can name, special ops, but beyond that वो नहीं है. तो आई थिंक वो रेगुलरली सक्सेस क्रिएट करना, लार्ज स्केल वेब सीरीज पर वो स्केल क्रिएट करना, that is what Yashraj is trying to do.
What, according to you, it means for the competition in the market? YRF entering OTT space means what for the likes of Amazon or Netflix, or the second rung, I would say, ZEE5 and Sony Live?
I think competition-wise, this is a bigger threat for Netflix and Amazons of the world, who are large
really?
and who are into this. Yeah. Because they are making these large-scale web series projects. Now, if you look at a Sony or a Zee or any other broadcaster for that matter, or a Voot, the number of large-scale web series they would make in a year is not more than 1, 2, or max 3, right? But someone like an Amazon, Netflix is making close to more than 5, 6 web series, which are large-scale in nature for India market and other global markets. So I think there is going to be some kind of competitive intensity for them, because now they have a player with somewhat deep pockets who is going to come into this foray and trying to make a lot of large scale content for the web.
They should be scared, you think?
No, I don't think they'll be scared, because they have their own creative expertise, they have their own distribution mechanism. I mean, everything has got pros and cons. हर चीज की एक pro con होती है. जैसे कि अगर आप Netflix की बात करें या Amazon की बात करें, उनके पास ग्लोबल कस्टमर बेस बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा है.
मैं वही उसी पर ही आने वाली थी कि वो दे आर ग्लोबल नेम्स already.
Yeah. So they have a very strong distribution mechanism which YRF does not have. Okay. So I think there are going to be pros and cons.
Is YRF going to go global, or only India launch first and then exploring different markets?
I think maybe they start off with India, but I think largely क्या होता है आजकल, OTT जब launch होता है, OTTs go globally only. There is nothing called India launch or globally launch, because there is no such huge subscription cost that you pay. Like, for example, there are OTTs like Hoichoi, which is like a Bengali OTT. I mean, large part of the eyeballs for this Hoichoi OTT comes from Bangladesh. It's very surprising, but that's what it is. So the point is कि आजकल ऐसा India launch, global launch कुछ होता नहीं है as a concept.
And Hoichoi, you mean, is an Indian brand? It's an Indian company.
It's an Indian. It's a Bengali based OTT. It's a very niche OTT.
Very
they are primarily into Bengali content.
And audience Bangladesh की है.
मतलब large portion of, मतलब they have a huge audience in Bengal as well, but जो pay based audience या जो consumption eyeballs है, a larger portion also comes from Bangladesh, because a lot of Bengalis are there as well.
Okay. And why YRF is streaming now? They have decided to stream their service now, when they were also not launching their movies during the pandemic. मतलब लोग कह रहे हैं कि पहले तो उन्होंने pandemic में अपनी movies भी release नहीं करी OTT पे, और अब OTT service लेकर आ रहे हैं. तो इसका क्या मतलब निकालें?
I think इसका मतलब ये है कि they are very clear in terms of their strategy and what exactly they want. So as I have always told you that there are 2 types of content. एक content होगा which will be specifically made for the web and for the digital, and एक type का content होगा जो सिर्फ सिनेमा में जाएगा. तो उन्होंने जो भी content या movies जो produce किया आज की तारीख में, ये सारे movies are for cinematic experience, and they don't want to skip that route, because they know the scale and potential of that. You saw what Suryavanshi has done, right? It has proved everyone wrong in terms of where cinemas and where large content scales in. So I think this is just the beginning. I think 83 of Ranveer Singh, the trailer, is just impressive. I think that will be a film which will break all records and will take back the industry to pre-pandemic levels in a very big way. If we don't see
OTT पे release, or 83 is launching on OTT?
On cinemas. No, it's launching on cinemas. I'm saying it's going to recover the trend faster, for cinema recovery. So I think YRF has made it very clear कि हम जो सिनेमा के लिए बनाएंगे movies, वो सिनेमा में ही रहेगी, हम OTT नहीं करेंगे. But हाँ, there is an extension to the business wherein they realize that there is an audience who is also wanting to consume content on OTT, who is also wanting to consume content as per convenience, कि अगर मैं किधर travel कर रहा हूँ, कुछ कर रहा हूँ, मुझे content consume करना है, binge watch करना है. So for that audience, they will create a lot of web series which are large scale in nature.
Okay. एक बात बताओ कि टीवी शोज उन्होंने पहले भी बनाए थे 2000 के अराउंड, और वेब सीरीज बनाई थी यूट्यूब के लिए 2015 से लेके 2018 के बीच में. तो उसके बाद उनके वो एक्सपेरिमेंट्स ज्यादा कुछ चले नहीं, या उन्होंने cut down कर दिया या whatever, they just stop doing it. Do you think that shows some kind of instability in their nature of work, their performance, or the way they execute new things and do not go for sustain for long? So
Yeah,
OTT
I
पे
think
उसका क्या
that
असर?
is yeah. So that is the point taken, because when they launched it back then in 2015-16, again they were the pioneers. I don't know if you heard this company called Y Digital. They used to make a lot of web series, short web series
Yes,
on
yes,
YouTube, and they
yes.
would earlier circulate that. Yeah. So I think those were days wherein people were experimenting for OTT. Now I think the entire landscape of OTT is changed. Nowadays, people know what is going to work, what is not going to work. I think experimentation is now coming down slowly, specifically in some genres. I mean, regional पे आज भी experimentation होएगा, because regional पे बहुत सारा content अभी तक आया नहीं है. But Hindi में people know exactly what is going to work. And I think YRF has got a huge advantage here in terms of talent, key talent. They run a very large talent management mechanism. So they've got a lot of creative directors, actors under them, who have got launched by YRF.
Yeah.
So I think the entire plan is, to make web series and, make best use of this talent so that they can reap huge benefits out of it.
That's okay, but do you think that they are unstable in nature? उन्होंने पहले कंटिन्यू नहीं करा, वो अभी आपको लगता है OTT के साथ वो क्या करने वाले हैं? स्टेबल रहेंगे? What is the buzzword in the industry?
I think stability की बात तो नहीं है, but that time, as I told you, everybody was experimenting. Many OTTs also shut down, many production houses shut down who were making web series and whatever it is. But this is more of a structural thing which they are planning to do, because they've realized the potential of this market. I think the plan for them would be making large-scale web series with large actors, be it A-list, B-list actors, whatever they have, and even in terms of creative directors and producers. So I think that is the intention where they're going for in the market right now.
ओके, एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज ये भी है कि इवन दो दे आर लॉन्चिंग देयर ओन ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म, वो कंटिन्यू करेंगे लाइक्स ऑफ Amazon प्राइम एंड नेटफ्लिक्स के साथ अपनी मूवीज को रिलीज करना आफ्टर थिएटर्स. सो ये किस तरह का स्ट्रैटेजी है अकॉर्डिंग टू यू?
So ये एक strategy है कि basically lot of the deals will be non-exclusive in nature, okay? Because अगर आप deals exclusive करते हो, तो then you have to pay that fee which is there, and there are many films nowadays which are available on multiple platforms. So I think they'll go for a deal which is non-exclusive in nature, and I think they should pay Netflix, Amazon as well, because उनकी जो movie product है, उसका जो revenue monetization की strategy होती है, उसमें digital is a big contribution right now. I mean, you get almost 25 to 20% of your revenue right now of a particular film product from digital, right? So I think they will not try to compromise on that. वो जो strategy है वो चलती रहेगी. Plus they will have some web series content, some tie-ups, some partnerships. So it is not that they are going to show only Yash Raj web series or Yash Raj films on their platform. उनके पास बहुत सारा tie-ups और partnerships भी करेंगे वो लोग. And they are very well known in the ecosystem. I mean, they are too large today. I mean, the entire industry, they are very well known. So it's very easy for them to do tie-up with broadcasters, with content players, with aggregators, everything put together. I think the plan will be very large in terms of where they are going, and globally also they have a very strong brand recall. If you look at the films in terms of global international box office, अगर हम बात करें, so Yash Raj has been the leader there in terms of international box office.
Even NRI is identify with the
exactly
likes of their talent.
So I think that yeah. So I think Yash Raj YRF OTT will not be for the masses. That's what my perception is. I don't know how.
What about duplication of content? अगर वही उनकी movies अभी भी हम already Amazon Prime, Netflix वगैरह पर देख रहे हैं, वही movies वो अपने platform पे भी launch करेंगे क्योंकि वो owner है उस movies के, तो audience के लिए कितना मुश्किल हो जाता है यार, ये तो movie यहाँ पे भी है, वहां पर भी है, मतलब what is this duplication of content according to you?
I think duplication of content very much exists. There is no problem with that. And audience ke liye, I don't think it's a problem, because there is also one set of audience globally or in India who want to see content only made by YRF. So that's the kind of fan following they have. So that makes the process simpler for them, to streamline the YRF films, the YRF web series, and they would want to consume that way. Because see, I'll tell you very clearly, OTT पे content discovery बहुत ही मुश्किल काम है. अगर आपको content कुछ देखना है, तो आपको आधा घंटा तो सोचने को लगता है कि मैं क्या देखूं.
Absolutely.
फिर उसके बाद आप सर्च करोगे कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म पे कौन सी चीज है. So I think
YRF
being a pioneer will get that crowd pulling effect, wherein the audience who are well versed with what content YRF makes in so many years, they will be like a magnet towards that OTT platform.
You're sounding very positive, Karan? मतलब you're totally positive about the YRF
Positive
launching
तो
their
नहीं है,
OTT.
see, because we don't know in terms of where the industry is heading. हमको कुछ पता नहीं है
हाँ.
what is your strategy exactly, because still very early days. But yeah, there is a possibility that, you know, given the talent pool they have, I'm again stressing on this point of talent pool, because a lot of the large stars today in the country, right from the days of 60s, 70s, okay, even for that matter, Bachchan or whoever, even Shah Rukh Khan, they are all today whatever they are because of IRF. So I think there is a very strong goodwill that they carry, and I think they will do very good about it, basically.
कुछ look and feel का कुछ any heads up you can give us? Do you have that insider news about कि क्या कैसी look होने वाली है, कैसी feel होने वाली है? Are they going to be similar to the existing platforms? How are they going to launch? When are they going to launch?
I think look and feel का तो there is no insider news that I have. मेरे पास सब insider news नहीं है. But generally I think, you know, strategy wise जो India OTTs है, उन्होंने टेक्नोलॉजी में अच्छा नहीं किया है, टेक्नोलॉजी काम उनका अच्छा नहीं हुआ है जनरली, बिकॉज उन्होंने ज्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं किया टेक्नोलॉजी में. तो आई डोंट नो, आई डोंट वांट टू टेक एनी नेम्स हियर, बट अगर आप इंडियन ओटीटीज देख लो या आप नेटफ्लिक्स देख, अमेजॉन देख लो, तो बहुत ज्यादा अंतर होता है, राइट, इन टर्म्स ऑफ यूजर एक्सपीरियंस, इन टर्म्स ऑफ, यू नो, हाउ द प्लेटफॉर्म इज वर्किंग, हाउ इट इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग. देयर आर टू मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स फॉर इंडिया बेस्ड ओटीटीज. So I think that is a problem which will always remain. So I don't know in terms of what are the plans of YRF, but I would foresee and I would wish that they spend more amount of money in terms of tech and user experience, because खाली content eyeballs नहीं लेके आता, user experience भी आपके लिए eyeballs या customer लेके आता है. So it's very important to spend on that aspect as well.
Okay. And finally, Bunty और Bubbly अभी latest उनकी launch थी, big ticket launch in the cinemas. The box office numbers are not very good. What are your thoughts on that? अभी वो OTT पर जाएगी तो latest उनका भी कुछ अच्छा performance नहीं रहा है. So what is happening now?
So I think, as we pointed out earlier, that, you know, we'll see a recovery in cinemas for sure, but it will be in a very phased manner, because there'll be a transition time. Audience small medium budget films को ज्यादा देखने नहीं जाएगी, वहां पे frequency कम हो जाएगी, experimentation might come down for some time, but large scale, large content films will recover back to pre-COVID in a faster way. So if you look at 83, Suryavanshi, Prithviraj, Spider-Man, they will come back to pre-COVID recovery in a very fast way. But I think this process will also start. So it's just a matter of one single film. So you just need one small medium budget film becoming a sleeper hit because of compelling content, and that confidence will also come back. Unfortunately, the point is that whatever small medium budget films we have seen in the last 2 months, since when cinemas have opened up, they have all failed at box office because the content is poor, the word of mouth reviews are not that great, so audience is not stepping out to watch these films. But I think if one small medium budget films does the trick, I think then the trend will start on its own. Okay. Okay. So here's hoping that we see a lot of good content from YRF, because the expectations are very high, and as Karan said कि बहुत कुछ देखने को मिलेगा उनके तरफ से, and actually the hopes are truly very high. So thank you, Karan, for joining me on this conversation, and guys, you keep watching this space for more videos in Bollywood and entertainment space. This is Preeti Hun and Karan signing out, and we'll be back.